Welcome back to Soda City Live, everyone. I am in my favorite spot in the studio. I think everyone's favorite spot, the Soda City Live kitchen, where we have Chef Kill Hunger, Glenn Brown, back with us today. He's whipping up a meal with some low country flavor. The last time you came here, Chef, you put hot wings on fire, literally. It was really good. I said, how do you describe your wings? He was like, fire, and then psh. He put the wings on fire. It was really good. A lot of people are still talking about that moment. For those who have not had the pleasure to meet you and hear about your background, refresh our viewers who you are and where does your cooking style come from?
All right. Well, hello everyone, and thank you again for having me.
Mm-hmm.
My name is Chef Glenn Brown of Gino's Private Catering, and I specialize in providing the fine dining, kill hunger dining experience.
Mm-hmm.
And my style of cooking comes from my history of working at a variety of different fine dining restaurants, hotels, resorts, schooling,
Yeah.
all type of things.
And then some of that, I guess, is just natural. You just know how to cook.
That's right.
It's not in you. It's not on you. It's in you.
Yeah.
That's what the kids say. All right. Well, today we're going to be doing a little Thanksgiving meal preview. We have some soul food, a little bit of low country flavor here. We know that the holidays is right around the corner, and we wanted to give you a little preview of some dishes you can start practicing now to feed your family. So, Chef, I'm gonna start with the rice here, the red rice. You do have a background in the Low Country from Charleston. There's only one way to make Charleston red rice. So I want to know, describe, without giving away the secret now, describe your dish.
Okay, well, Charleston red rice is definitely a staple in Low Country cuisine, and as as a lot of you know, we don't even have it that much here in Columbia. But in places like Myrtle Beach, Charleston, Savannah, little place, Hilton Head areas, by the water have them. But interestingly enough, it's kind of like an extension of West African jollof rice.
Absolutely.
And this is basically the Americanized, the Black Americanized version of it. So yeah, that's pretty much it.
I love the way you said that, because we've actually had some African chefs to come on, and they talked about how this was an extension. You think about your jollof and all of that. When you think about the red rice, it is definitely an extension. Also, too, you brought you some turkey wings. Let me tell you, if my grandmother's watching this, I know she's probably like, Billie Jean's going to cut up. That is my favorite meal, hands down, alongside fried pork chops. What makes your turkey wings, I can tell they're fall off the bone. What tips would you give our viewers so that their turkey wings can come out the same way?
Take your time, let them cook. Ain't no rush. If you start late, then you're going to eat late. But something with turkey wing, it gotta cook low and slow. There's no speed to it. It's just.
You put, what else did you put in there? Green peppers?
Little onions and peppers with the gravy, so I smother it.
Smother turkey wings. There you go.
Yeah.
Alrighty, and then some collard greens. Chef, I have to ask you, how do you prep your collard greens?
Okay, now, oh boy, my secrets, man. But basically, I smoke some turkey, and then I stew down the turkey until it's fall off the bone tender.
Yeah.
And then I throw my greens in there, and
Chef, I'm just doing a little fact checking here, because I had to see. I'm like, what should season it with? Now, if you would have said fatback, I would have probably just taken the whole thing with me, because that's what I like to put in my collard greens. That's real country. That's real Southern for you. And then your macaroni and cheese. One thing I can tell you about this macaroni and cheese, I haven't touched it, tasted it, nothing. I can tell that it's the right amount of cheese. It was cooked on 350 degrees until it was just that crispiness, right?
375.
375, okay, depending on what oven you're using. Yeah. And it looks it looks well prepared and well made. What kind of cheeses do you use?
Oh boy, the secrets. Ooh.
Yeah, you got to give us something, Chef.
All right, well, I use some Colby Jack, some Parmesan, some fresh cheddar, a little bit of mozzarella, and some Gruyere, excuse me.
The cheese that starts with the letter G.
G.
That no one can say.
Yeah, that one.
That one. Yeah. And then to top it off, you have a side of crab cakes. That looks amazing with some of your special sauce. How do you even start to make crab cakes? I don't even know the recipe and the proper way to do that. What do you do?
Okay, so basically I get my crab meat, some kind of a wet element. Some people use mayonnaise, some people use some type of cream.
Okay.
And that's pretty much all I use in there. Crab meat and seasoning. Maybe a little bit of breadcrumbs. No fillers.
Yeah.
In mine, at least.
Okay.
And, you know, every now and then, if I'm, you know, I might chop up some scallops or maybe even some shrimp or something just to give it a little bit of extra meat. But, you know, ideally it's very meaty and hearty and very delicious.
I know that chefs love using fresh ingredients for everyone and at all times and all things, but if you wanted to use imitation crab, if someone's just making this at home and they're a beginner cook or beginner chef, do you recommend that?
I wouldn't recommend it.
You still wouldn't recommend it. You got to do your fresh crab.
That's right.
Yeah, well, see, that's that Charleston in you too. You like it right out the water. Yes. Any other tips that you have for our viewers?
I would say always just put love in your food, you know. Try to give yourself ample time to prepare it, you know. No need to rush anything.
Yeah.
You know, because that energy that you put in the food, interestingly enough, people feel it when they eat it.
Okay.
So,
well, Chef, you said that you wanted me to try and give my review right here live on TV. Let me see what's makeup friendly, a little lipstick friendly. Well, I'm going to try the collard since we already had them on the fork. Let's see. They're good. I like it. I like it. And I also want to try the crab cake here because it's been a hot minute since I've had a crab cake, and I don't remember my last one being that good. So let's see. Do not do imitation crab. Fresh. Because this is thebomb.com. This is so good. Well, Chef, thank you so much for coming on. I'm going to save my plates so I can really get it in when we go to commercial break. But before we do that, let people know how they can follow you.
All right. If you guys have any kind of social media, you know, use Facebook, TikTok, Instagram. I'm Chef Kill Hunger. That's Chef like Killmonger, but Kill Hunger. And chefkillhunger.com as well.
All righty. Well, Chef, thank you so much for coming on the show. We'll have this full interview online at SodaCityLive.com. We're going to take a quick break, much more on the show after this.